If you like what you see, feel free to spread it around.
After 10,000 years, I'm free!
Just in time for lunch.
For 10,000 years, Zordon has been trapped beyond reach, sealed away in a time barrier created during his final battle with Rita Repulsa. When Rita escapes her lunar prison, the universe expects her to return to dominance until a stranger descends like a spider. Vexala, a sorceress from the future, fuses with Rita in a storm of power. From that moment, the galaxy itself bends under a darker will, as Angel Grove becomes the front line in a war that began long before these Rangers were ever born. With Zordon lost, guidance falls to Dulcea, the last warrior of the Order of Meridian, and Alpha 5, its surviving junior member. The viewing globe chooses 5 teenagers based on the capacity of their souls for good. Awkward, flawed, and untested, they are nevertheless bound by a desire for righteous justice. Teen genius Billy Cranston has upgraded the power coins, reforged to withstand the battles ahead. Yet one coin is beyond his reach, the green power coin, hidden centuries ago by Ninjor, who erased his own memory to keep Rita from finding the coin. The green coin lies guarded by the Dragon Zord and the mighty Titanus, a secret buried in the heart of Angel Grove. The Vexala's schemes outpace the Ranger's growth. In a brutal clash, she captures the green coin and seizes control of the Dragon Zord, crippling Titanus in the process. To wield this power, she forges something monstrous, an entirely evil Green Ranger construct, born from the heart of Dark Spectre and bound by her command. The result is not a corrupted hero, but a living weapon, designed to shatter the Rangers' unity. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers journey becomes more than weekly battles. It's a treasure hunt across the Order of Meridian's legacy. Every victory unearths pieces of Zordon's mysterious hidden past, and every mistake strengthens Vexala's grip on the future. With Zordon's return uncertain and Vexala's empire expanding, the fate of the galaxy hinges on 5 souls chosen by light in a war born of darkness. So, again, the concept is like modern teenagers are chosen because they are of a unique type of soul. And this way, it kind of makes excuse why these teenagers are chosen and not military age men who are serving in the Marines, who would be far more physically capable of thwarting a space witch. But instead, it's these teenagers who hang out at a juice bar that are chosen, and it's because of their capacity for good. And that's my thinking, is just, stop trying to make this into some big cosmic war and melt it back down into teenagers defending their hometown, semi-unaware of the cataclysm above them in the sky, in space, out there with Rita. It's not that Zordon would keep them in the dark or Dulcea would. It's just, how do you contextualize a space war to a 16-year-old in California? Like video game, I guess. It's like Halo. Halo's happening out in space. It's still not enough to like hit him with the gravity of like, by the way, video games are real, and a space witch is awake on the moon, and she almost killed the floating head guy. So I did a side-by-side of what I've designed here, okay? But here we have it, the side-by-side here. And so 1993, you have the basic, Zoo red suit, Zoo Ranger red suit, doing his thing, looking all menacing. Then over here, what happened with this is that when I decided that Billy upgraded the suit, it would be like adding on to like an ancient armor. You wouldn't really know how to change the armor itself. You'd only be able to know how to add on to that, attach things to the armor already. And that was the context I applied to this, is that Billy had the original Eltaran super soldier suits to work with, which is, what the 1993 suits would be. And his upgrade on them in order to combat this, Vexala threat, which is so much greater than Rita, is to add on to the Eltaran super soldier suits. So, ta-da, that's why they look so jacked up and armored. And this is because it's like, for a human, right, we want to lean into more of that European fantasy that made Power Rangers so interesting. And a lot of that was like translated into the human rationale in Power Rangers. That European fantasy was sort of funneled through that lens of human rationale. And so the armor aspect of this is applied because, humans are like, oh, we're going into war? Well, we need armor. So rather than the, supercharged morphing grid energy, whatever you want to call the Power Ranger suits that spark when they get hit with stuff, I always figured it was just weaved together morphin grid energy, and that's why it sparked, is because you interrupted the energy flow and it went zap because you did that. I know it's very basic rationale, but whatever. And so that's why these suits would be like there in the series. You'd see the old Mighty Morphin suits, and then they would get upgraded by Billy, probably assisted by Alpha, obviously. And this is how they would come out on the other end. Now, of course, with these designs, that there is a touch of Abba Ranger and Rhea Soldier and Kyryuger. I think I said that right. Dino Charge. And so you'll notice that too, because I wanted to roll the dinosaur things together. It's an aesthetic, so make it work. And it did, in my opinion, anyway. Now you notice that I had a different idea about the Yellow Ranger. Probably ought to make this disclaimer obvious. Hold on. There we go. Anyway, so as you can see with the Yellow Ranger, there's no skirt. And there is a skirt on my version. And that's because I just think it looks neat. I think it also would make making an action figure much easier. Because guess what? You only need one female body and 2 helmets. You only need one male body and 3 helmets. Ta-da! Wow, how about that? Economical, huh? Do you see where they light up? Now, the action figures obviously wouldn't be able to support this for like regular playtime because the joints won't allow the wires to go through. And of course, rough play would cause the wires that you did ran through that to break. So no point. Just make it glow in the dark. Perfectly fine. Just make it glow in the dark. No kid's going to have a problem with that whatsoever. For the deluxe action figures, like the ones that would be like, 8 inches tall to 10 inches tall, like the big ones that you put out there for the very special editions, those honking huge ones, that would have the battery pack and, of course, the necessary wiring to support all the lighting. Kind of like a Buzz Lightyear action figure has all the lighting and stuff like that throughout the extremities. This would also follow that mentality when you wired it up. But the basic playtime toy would just be glow in the dark. So you don't have to worry about wiring it up. You have a basic action figure that does everything it's supposed to do. And when the lights go out, wow, my Ranger lights up with morphin action, with morphin energy, whatever you want to call it, Hasbro, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I just like seeing my guy hanging out with his predecessor. That's all. Just like seeing my guy hanging out with the predecessor. This is my dad. Meet my dad, guys. This is my dad. He works at the command center with Zordon. Yeah, cool guy.